Hi guys, it's Jessica here and I'm back with another new video. Today I'm doing something new to this channel and that is making a gaming video. I've been gaming ever since I could use a computer. I grew up with always having a computer in the house, and it's only been in the past few years that I bought myself a PS1, a PS2, and a PS3. So I've been more of a PC gamer than console. Anyways, I played so many games on the computer growing up, but there were a few games that I loved so much, and I still do to this day, and The Sims is one of them. I've been playing The Sims since the first one, and I have to say that The Sims 2 is probably my favorite out of the franchise. I believe it's the one that I've played the most. I have so many great memories with that game. So today, for my first gaming video, I thought I would build one of my all-time favorite houses from The Sims 2 in The Sims 4. And that is the Federal Fortress. And you can see a picture of it right here. So I actually remember when I found this house. I like to use some other house to play with, but I remember I was just looking around at the lot in House Bin, and I found this house. And I remember when I found it, I was so happy because at the time, I was having fun making big families, and this house is perfect for that. As it is 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, it's great for a big family. After I found it, I used it all the time. It became my favorite house. So I was reminded of this house recently, and it brought back all my memories, and I thought, why not try and build this house in The Sims 4? So today, I'm here to build the Federal Fortress in The Sims 4. I'm going to try and build it as accurately as possible, as The Sims 4 does not have the same things as The Sims 2. Things are different in The Sims 4. Alright, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's get building. So this is actually a speed build, as I've already built the house, and I just sped up the video. Okay, so the lot here is a 40 by 30, and I built this in Newcrest, and I think it's the Rippling Flat slot it's called. So the house here is a 12 by 16, that's what the Federal Fortress is. So I built that, and then I go up and I built the second floor, and the next thing I do is build the fireplace. Now the fireplace, there's one on each side of the house, and the fireplace, especially in The Sims 2, is the big feature. And the fireplace in The Sims 2, it comes with a chimney attached already, and in The Sims 4, the chimneys aren't attached. It's a decorative item that you can add. So what I do behind is I build a little kind of room behind it, and this is actually going to look like a chimney, and I actually make it look like a chimney later on in more detail. So I think this is pretty cool. So this house is 3 floors. The third floor is actually an attic, so I built that a little later. So this was actually a lot of fun to build this house, and while I was building this house, I was listening to Sims 2 music. I found it on YouTube. Someone actually put up the whole soundtrack on YouTube, which I loved, and it was the complete soundtrack with all the expansion packs. So it was great to listen to it because it got you going into the mood. So here I put in the stairs, which are awesome. I love that there's red stairs here because in The Sims 2, there's red stairs for the Federal Fortress. The one thing about this house is the original price for this, I found out, was $77,874 simoleons. That is actually a lot. Now, if you noticed here also, every time I build a room, I always check to see the size because I did a lot of research before I built this house, so I wanted to make sure I was building everything exactly to the size because I found out what size the rooms were, so just about that. But anyways, yeah, so the house was actually a lot of money. In The Sims 2, I played this house a lot after I found it. From the intro, you can tell. And as I said, I played it a lot, and money wasn't an issue for me. It was never an issue because when you got Motherload, it's no problem. Like, I use Motherload like it's nobody's business, and I still do, but I still play sometimes without using Motherload, but I love using Motherload, so this house was no problem. But the one thing about this house is there's not a lot of furniture at all for the price. It's like such a high price, but nope, not a lot of furniture. There's like pretty much none. The only furniture you can say that there is basically in the kitchen. It's just appliances, but that's it. So right here, I'm putting in the stairs for the attic because the attic is awesome. Now this house has 5 bedrooms and it's 3 bathrooms. Now on the second floor here are the main bedrooms. There's like 3 bedrooms in the back. They're going to be built, and there's one on the side, as you can see there on the left side. And then the attic is also considered to be a bedroom. I actually used it as a bedroom as well. I remember putting beds up there. It's actually quite nice. So yeah, so this house is actually quite big, but yeah, there's not a lot of room in this house. So there, I'm just trying to fix up the stairs because in between the stairs there's a bathroom that's supposed to go there. And then I think I go down here because I figured out, wait, I put the stairs in the wrong side. Which is awesome. So as I said, yeah, I had a lot of fun building this house. I thought it was just fun to like reminisce about all the memories that you had or that I have about this house. And yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoy me building this house for you guys. This is actually the first time I've ever done this, a video like this. I've built houses before, but I've never actually done a video like this, showcasing myself building a house. So let me know actually in the comments below if you guys want to see more of this stuff, because I love building stuff. And yeah, so here I'm building the attic here, which is awesome. The one thing about the attic though, I'll put a link down below actually. There'll be a link and you can actually go right and download this house off the gallery. I still get a little confused actually, well, calling it the gallery, because I want to call it the exchange. In The Sims 1, all the way to The Sims 3, it's always been the exchange. And then Sims 4 comes out and it's like the gallery. It's like, great. Still gonna get my head around calling it the gallery. So, I know more of a new Simmer. I got The Sims 4 a few months ago, on a sale. So, yeah. I've been a little bit behind because I actually didn't have a computer that could play The Sims 4 for a while. Until like last year. And I got this nice gaming computer here. So there you go. So there is the nice attic. So what I wanted to say about the attic though is on the gallery, when you look it up, this house on the gallery, you actually won't see the attic in the pictures, which is just a little bit disappointing. But it is there. It just doesn't look like it's there. But when you see it, you'll just see the roof instead. So anyways, so what I like about the attic up there though is you can the little cute little windows there, and how you can see like a little the little light, which I really like. So in this house actually there's not a lot of natural light, so I put in these lights and then I actually changed it because I wanted the pause lights instead. So that was just temporary lighting, but there's not a lot of light in this house. There's only in the kitchen. There's one in just one light in the dining room / living room, and then there's light in the bathrooms. And that's it. And then the rest is all natural light. So here I'm building the other bedrooms. So that's the middle bedroom. There's a balcony that actually goes off in the middle bedroom, which you'll see that I built. And then here, yeah. So then I'm building the front one. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, and then this is the 4th bedroom here, and then you can use the attic, and then there's the little room off the side. So technically there's actually like 6 rooms you could use as a bedroom. If you really want to. You could like squeeze in like a lot of people. Now, as I said, when I played this house as a kid, well, not as a kid, but as I was younger, I used to make big families all the time. So the one thing about the Federal Fortress are the windows here. These are the closest windows I could actually find. And I use this color first, but I go on and change them later. But in the Federal Fortress, the original, as you saw in the picture in the intro, windows are all white, completely white. The closest thing are these ones is the same style, but they have a little bit of brown in them. Right now they're all brown, but I change it later. But they're all brown right now. But anyways, yeah, so there's like white and then a little bit of brown. It's the closest thing I could get. So unless using... and without using like custom content. So actually this house, by the way, I mentioned custom content. Well, there is no custom content in this house. I don't really use that stuff. But it is all base game. So I only have the base game actually installed in this in the Sims at the moment. I do have all the other expansion packs. But I made sure I only have the base game installed because the house is actually a base game house. And the Sims 2 is the last house in the Lawn House bin. If you don't know what the Lawn House bin, well, that is basically where houses would go that you would that were either pre-made in the game or that you brought in yourself into the game. You would find houses there, and this was the last for the base game. So here we're just doing the layout for the main floor in the house, and there's the kitchen. So off there, I just built that's the kitchen, and which is nice. And then I believe, yeah, I did a little bit of bathroom because there's a bathroom. Now, what I like about the bathrooms here, and they're all full bathrooms. So they all got the sink, the toilet, and the bathtub. There's no showers in this house. It's actually all bathtubs. Now, the flooring here, as I said earlier, I did a lot of research for this house. So the one thing about the flooring I noticed is that each like little ply in The Sims 4 is actually much thicker than The Sims 2. Because I did find somebody who converted the floors from The Sims 2 to The Sims 4. And I did find that exact flooring that they use. That's actually in the Federal Fortress. And it's so thin, each little ply. And here it's really thick. So I just one thing to note. But yeah, so that's the closest flooring that I found that I thought was the closest to the original. And then I'm here just putting in white wallpaper or paint I believe it is, because that's all there is. And then the bathroom tiles, which are awesome. So these bathroom tiles, well, I wouldn't say they're technically awesome, but they're nice bathroom tiles. And they were the closest thing to this. And also the kitchen, I did the kitchen tiles in a little bit. But the kitchen tiles, I actually because not everything is exactly the same. So I did find kitchen tiles that had the exact same pattern as the ones in The Sims 2. In The Sims 2, they're a little more kind of splashy, whereas they're white and they have like a little bit of brown or something in them. But I did find the exact same pattern here, but they don't. They're just kind of like a beigey color or white. So they're not splashy, but it's the closest thing, and it's the same pattern, it's just different color. So, why not use them? So I believe that's what I do next. Yeah, so as you can see here. So yeah, those are the kitchen tiles. They're the closest thing I can get. So here I believe I do the front little porch. It's awesome. And yeah. So as I said, yeah, I just keep saying, yeah, this house was just a lot of fun. And I don't know much else to say, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It brings back all your memories of playing in this house. I never actually did a lot of remodeling in this house, like when I first used to use this house. Like I just go in and I just I wouldn't gut it out or anything like that, but I put in my own furniture and colorings and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about possibly doing that for this one. It's just doing like a remodel again, just going in and remodeling the whole thing. Because while doing research, I found a lot of people were redoing this house. They didn't seem to like this house, which I found I guess maybe a little strange, because I actually liked the house the way it was. I never changed it that much. I just put in my own furniture, as I said, and just my own wallpaper and paint and stuff like that. But I never really do much. I don't remember actually changing the floors or that much. I actually kind of liked it the way it was. I love wood flooring, and it's great. And I didn't actually mind the tiles in the kitchen. I think I may have changed them, but not a whole lot. So here we're just putting in all of the doors. They're white at the beginning, but I do change the color later on. That's just how I usually am. I just go in and I just put in the stuff I want, and then I go in later and I change the color to the color that I want it. Stuff like that. But yeah, so this house actually this is more of a speed build, but it actually took a while to build, probably almost over an hour. I had it all planned out and everything beforehand. It just kind of took that long, but yeah. So I keep saying that it was fun to build, and that it brings back all these memories. But yeah, I want to know in the comments below if anyone's watching this part of the video. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if any of you ever used the Federal Fortress, or any of you had any memories of the Federal Fortress, because as I said before, this, actually after I found it, it became my favorite house. I remember I was using some other house beforehand. I think I got off the exchange. And, it was a more smaller house. I think it was more like a townhouse type style. And then it kind of started getting into, making big families. So I was like, alright, I need a bigger house. So I ended up looking at this, and I found this one. I was like, oh! And as I said, it was gold finding this house. It's kind of like getting to the end of the rainbow and finding the pot of gold. This was the pot of gold. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just putting in all of the fixtures for the bathroom, toilet and sink and everything. So yeah, as I was doing a lot of research for this house, it took me a bit to actually find some pictures of the inside of the house, because I don't have The Sims 2 installed, nor do I have The Sims to install on my computer, and it wouldn't really play. So it took me a bit to find some pictures on the inside. And I do put the light in the bathroom here. I want to mention that. It's the closest thing I could actually find to having a similar light to what it is in The Sims 2. There's a light in The Sims 2 that is used, and it's just kind of like just a regular light that's like screwed on, and then it just has like a click, and you can on the side you can turn it on and off. That was the closest style that I could find, so I used that. So here I'm putting in the lights for the kitchen and the appliances. Now the one thing about the appliances here, the original Federal Fortress, actually the countertop is green and then the bottom half is white. And there is nothing like that in The Sims 4. There are ones that like all green or have a bit of green or whatever. So the thing I go with is I go with blue countertop, and then it's white on the bottom. That's what I use. That was the closest thing I could find that was kind of similar. So yeah, similar in style. So that's what I go with. I wish they did have more green countertops. I think it'd be really nice. I think it'd be a great addition. But oh well. So here I just put the one light that's in for the living room. This house is kind of more of windows are the light of the house. And this one, so here I'm just changing all the door colors to dark brown, since that's what they are. And checking everything else. And then adding in stuff. Now I'm adding in the foundation of this house, because this house has a foundation, of course. I think most nice houses should definitely have a foundation to them. Foundations are a nice addition. Here I was trying to figure out how to get the stairs properly, because I didn't want them sticking out like that. I wanted them brought in more, so I was doing a little reworking there. So I was just doing that there. I'm just trying to find things to talk about while filming this, because this is the first time I've actually done something like this. So I've watched a lot of videos like this, I've never really done something like this. So as you can see, I kind of do the stairs like the front there, and then I realized, they're not supposed to be like that. So here are the columns. The columns are an awesome addition to this house. It just brightens up everything. So this, the one thing that I do add, I'm not sure if I add it now. I think I add it later on, but there's one thing I do add that I think is a really cool addition, because in The Sims 2, for the fences and stuff, and they used to have little lights on them. And I actually figured out how to put little lights on the fences. Not every fence in The Sims 2 would have lights, but for the Federal Fortress, there were little lights on the fences. And you'll see it in the video here, but I do figure out how to put lights on the little fences. I use the move objects cheat, and that's one thing you have to do with this house, is make sure that if you're gonna put it down on the lot, make sure you have move objects on beforehand. Otherwise, everything will be screwed up. But yeah, it'll kind of be screwed up. But I think I'm just trying to remember what's next. Oh yeah, so I'm doing all the stuff for the roof. And I'll go and change some of the stuff for the roof later on. And here, gotta put your siding in, because, siding is nice. And have a little bit of siding, makes it nice on a house. So this house is actually pretty much, all brick, so nice to have a little bit of siding there. But I really like those little two windows in the back. I think that's just so nice. I mean, I'd love to have that, attic as my room. That would be an awesome room. So the brick here I use is actually a really nice brick, and it's very, very similar to, almost exactly similar to the one in the Sims 2. So what I did is I actually brick up the little room behind the fireplace here, and I actually removed the floor as well to make it actually like a chimney itself. And then I put little brick flooring on the bottom here. So I really do put in all the details to make it really like a chimney, because that's how it should be. It's a chimney. And in The Sims 2, the chimneys, as I said earlier, were always attached to the fireplace. That's the one thing I didn't really like, is that the chimneys were always attached to the fireplace. Sometimes it kind of annoyed me. And like get rid of the fireplace, because I'm like, I don't want these chimneys in the way. So yeah, so I'm just putting in the brick foundation as well, and I change the color for that later on, because it should be brown. And here is the chimney, and this is more of a decorative item than anything. It's just kind of there for decoration, not really functional. Here I'm just changing the concrete to make it a little more nicer concrete. I like a little style on my concrete, and I think it deserved that. So here, so this is what I was talking about earlier with the lights. So I used the move objects cheat, and you gotta use that with these lights, and I was trying to figure out what color. So you use the move objects cheat, and then you use, I believe it's like the 0 and 9. I think 9 moves it up, and I think 0 moves the object down, so moves it up and down. So I think it's a really cool, neat little detail to add into the house. As I was doing a lot of research, I found the pictures and these little lights, and I was like trying to like find exactly the light that was closest, and this was the closest light I think that I found that was pretty much close to it. So yeah, you got a little good view of it there. So I think this is a really cool, neat little addition to the house, and yeah. So I thought this was a nice idea to do. So that's why you had to put move objects on, because of this. Basically, this will be gone if you don't put move objects on. But I thought it was a cool, neat little idea, because I remember that in The Sims 2, the fences always had they always had little lights on. Now, well, not every fence, but some of the fences. So here I'm just moving the house because it needed to be moved back a little bit, because I believe I had to. I think it's like 12 little back that needed to be. So I do a lot of counting and make sure, because the Federal Fortress does have a long little I guess driveway, a little pathway to the house as far out. And actually, in the actual lot size for the original Federal Fortress, I believe, was like a yeah, I can check here. Yeah, I have the page up. So it was a 50 by 40 lot was the original lot size for the Federal Fortress. That was a big lot. For a house this size, I don't think you would have needed it. And this house doesn't actually have any plants or anything like that. So no yard work or anything like that is done for the Federal Fortress. So that's one thing, I guess that's kind of good in a way if you don't really like doing that stuff. But I actually like little plants in my house. But so if I ever redo this house, I would definitely add plants and stuff like that and change things. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to add that kind of stuff to the house. Change it all up, make it kind of, unique in my own. So yeah, so here I'm just changing all the little details, because some things needed to be changed, like the color of the little angles on the roof or whatever, making them black. Just going around changing the details, because there's little details that needed to be changed. And yeah, the one thing about the columns, though, I forgot to mention earlier with the columns. And here I add in the stairs again, because I noticed when I moved it, they went missing. So the one thing about the columns, though, in the Sims 4 is I tried to get them to go behind the little fence, but they wouldn't go behind the fence unless they're up right against the house, which I didn't like. Because in the middle of the fortress, that's not how they are. They're not right up against the house. So it's just the way they are placed. So they do look a little off, but that is the closest you can kind of get them. So yeah, just going around here, finishing the last little details, going around, putting in those little lights on the side here again. And yeah, and I do believe I moved the house again. And I go back and I put in, change the color, because I need to make the little angles there a little black on the roof. And then changing the color of that again, because it needs to be a little bit lighter. I put in a little darker brown for the foundation, but it was actually supposed to be a little lighter brown. And yeah, so I do believe I moved the house again off to the side, because it wasn't center on the lot, and it needed to be centered. It should be centered on the lot. So that's what I'm doing right here. So I'm moving all the objects and using move objects again, making sure that I still have it on. And just moving all those little things, because I noticed that sometimes when you move the lot, some things like this tend to disappear or move around. So yeah, so I'm just moving the center to the lot. Because I think most houses should be centered to the lot. So, especially it looks better in the pictures because you can see the picture and it's like center. So, yeah. So, this is actually kind of the end of the video here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this house and listen to me talking about it or talking about my experiences with The Sims 2. As I said earlier, The Sims 2 is probably my favorite out of the franchise. I played this game like nobody's business, I guess. Like, I played it so much. I had so much fun. I even had, like, I used a lot of, I always use a lot of cheats. Well, not like, I used the normal cheats, but I also used other things, and I used mods. Like, I remember using, like, a pregnancy mod and stuff like that for The Sims 2, because I wanted my game to be more realistic. You know, if teens can get pregnant in real life, they should get pregnant in The Sims. Just saying. Well, that's how I want it, but I don't play that much that way anymore. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you'll be seeing some more details of the pictures of the house in a little second here. And yeah, so as I said earlier and many times throughout the video, I had lots of fun building this house. It's so much fun, and I definitely would love to go back and rebuild some other houses, possibly from The Sims 2, Sims 3, whatever Sims real houses. Just let me know. So here you go. This is the beauty of the house itself, and this is the inside here, as you can see on the side. And you can see a little bit of the sky there. Just happened to be that way, and that's the front door, which is nice, and everything else. So all the details of this house I tried to make exactly like it was in the original Federal Fortress. And as I said earlier, I did find some inside pictures of the house. Someone did do some inside pictures, so I was able to get the sizes. That's how I was able to get the sizes of the room. So I found those online. So here is the kitchen, which is awesome. It's just really beautiful. I have a couple pictures of the kitchen here because I loved it a lot. And the one thing I just don't like are kind of the windows, how they are white, but then they have that little bit of brown. I wish they were all white, but oh well. What can you do? So in here is one of the bathrooms. That's the main bathroom. So this is the outside, so you can see the little lights there. I really like it. The lights look better when they're on the thicker part of the fence than they are on the thinner ones, because you can see them popping out on the thinner parts. So here is the second floor. And then that is the middle bedroom. And this is the middle bathroom on the second floor. And then another hallway picture. And then another hallway picture. And I like the little windows there. And here is the attic. And I just love this little window here popping out. I think that's really nice. And then that's what it looks like. You can see the brick there as well on the outside, and then that's it with all the walls down. And then so here you can see the lights again, so you can see the little lights popping out on the second floor there. And then here are the main pictures of the house. So yeah, that's it. So I really hope, as I said earlier, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And here are all the outside pictures of the house. So yeah, as I said, really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon with another video. I'm going to be doing a Nerd Block unboxing video next, and I hope to do some more gaming videos. I got some other ideas. I definitely want to do a redo of the Federal Fortress here. I want to go in and just make it my own. And I also have some other types of gaming, other gaming videos I want to do with some other games. So let me know in the comments below if there's anything else that you want from me, any other game videos or anything else, or what you think of this build. I really enjoyed building this house. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. So bye. I also forgot to mention that all the links are down below to where you can find me on my Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere else, and to a direct link to where you can download this house on the gallery. So again, I'll see you guys next time. So bye.